Boom, we are off with another episode of Who's Your Daddy, the podcast. I am your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my co-host, Stephanie Boo Dancona, with a very, very Halloween guest today, Lauren LoloFelso.
LoloFelso! Give it up for Lauren. Also, is that a vampire voice?
It's the Count from Sesame Street, I'm pretty sure.
It is. I'm pretty sure.
It to be like, how many guests do we have?
Yes, one. Yes, two guests. Also, you're doing a vampire voice while wearing an Olaf costume. There was some. Does Olaf have a voice?
Yeah, it's Josh Gad. It's just like, hey, we got Lauren Felsen here today, everybody.
I do like the mashing of genres, though. I think, as someone who's very into film, I think when you can mash like a Disney movie with a horror movie, you have something.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, was the mashup, exactly, right?
Just like Glee. Well, Lauren, thank you for joining our humble little podcast.
I think we talked about this on like either the 4th of July or Labor Day. Summer holidays have no meaning at this point, but we've talked about this for a while.
They're not a thing.
Counting down ever since.
Look, if we are doing a Halloween episode, who are we really going to have on here? Come on.
I mean, that's when I think my husband's
nobody else
that he hasn't been invited yet. And I literally said to him, who else are they getting as the Halloween guest? Like, this is...
Everybody's asked to be on the show. Not a single person has been invited. Every person that's been a guest, and that's anybody out there that is a friend, that is a listener. Hey, shoot your shot, dog. You want to be on the show? You got to say something.
Do it! Big times. If you want to be a guest, just ask us. We'll never say no.
If I had to pick a moment for him, he's the Super Bowl guest.
Okay.
That's a great one. Can we do one with Hannah only, your baby child?
You could. She will just sit there and wave. She loves Zoom because I put her on Zoom meetings, but she just is like, that's it. That's
it. That's all we need. It goes on YouTube, and we do an outtake, so it can just be an outtake of 1 minute of Hannah waving at us. So anyways, Alan, what's going on with the Olaf costume? Where did you even get this?
I wore this about 7 years ago when my niece, who's 11 now and couldn't care less about me at all, was super into Frozen, and I was this cool in her eyes because I took her treating one time and I did orange paint on my nose, and I had, it's a Frosty the Snowman outfit where I had a head, but yes, it essentially is an Olaf. It's an Olaf costume that I decided to throw back for our Halloween episode. And for the Halloween episode, we had to bring on our girl who we have dubbed the Queen of Scream.
Ooh. I have not gotten that before.
Scream.
Favorite.
Queen of Scream. It's a new name. It's happening.
It works for a lot of reasons because the Queen of Halloween, that's too whatever. But also, our girl Lauren here loves ice cream more than just about anybody that I know. And any trip I've ever been on, she has to get ice cream. So I thought it was a nice mashup of Scream and ice cream, Halloween, Queen of Scream.
I think the Queen of Staten Island, who is usually the person who's forced to drive me to all of these ice cream places or sits in the car where I'm like, I've Googled all of these ice cream places.
Yes.
Will probably appreciate that shout out.
I have been in a car with Lauren on numerous trips, and there's a reason that Lauren's one of my favorite people to be in a car trip with because she somehow gets there just a little bit faster where she goes, ooh, ice cream. And I'm like, yep, let's go it. But nobody else wants to do it. Doesn't matter. Drop me and Lauren off.
Mike, showed me all the Google Map features where I could pull up all of like the ice cream on the route. So like 5 seconds before it's coming, I get a little alert that's like, you're, X.
You can do that?
Yeah, you have to get Mike to show you how.
Or just get an iPhone. It's not that hard.
I'm a leader, not a follower.
I'm well aware you and your Android. I'll be leading you to ice cream then. How about that?
That's fine. I'll find my own fucking ice cream.
All right. Well, Laura,
I will always find you ice cream. We could be on the top of a mountain, like stranded.
She'll figure out how to get me ice cream.
Rescued is I will like look around and be like, the ice cream's this way.
The ice cream's this way. Don't worry about getting rescued.
All right, kiddies, you know the drill. I'm thirsty. Let's crack them. Laura, what are you working with, babe?
Well, it's not alcohol, but I did step up my water game.
Ooh, berries.
Oh, my God.
What a loser. All right, Steph, you're up.
I am drinking Alexander Czech style Pilsner.
That's
And
missing an
it's-
E there. Where's the second E on there?
He's Czech, so he just did away with one of the
Hey, he
vowels.
checked out with the second E in Alexander.
Isn't that the way that they spell it over yonder in the Europe?
Oh, I like that yonder, like
all the areas?
Jan. That's good.
No, not Jan. Shut up. I don't know. I didn't name my kid that. It's from shillingbeer.com. And as you see, it's got red, white, and blue, similar to the American flag.
Similar
And
to
if you
Alexander.
didn't know.
No.
Also, you know what? I'm going to go with Alexander Hamilton. This is his beer. And just a side note is a jelly exploded in my fridge, and my beer is there, so the bottom of my beer can has jelly all over it.
Flavor?
Strawberries.
All right. I wouldn't hate if you gave me a little lick and then a drink. See what that makes.
I'm just curious, and maybe
Okay.
this is a bonus episode, but how does jelly explode? It's like not a soda.
It didn't explode when I got groceries. It, like, when I put them in, it knocked over, and I guess after, like, whatever amount of time. Listen, Lauren, you've met me before. I once found my
Well, that's why
phone
I needed
in my
to
freezer
elaborate.
and my keys. Yes, and my keys in a pot of water in my sink. So that's how jelly. But I'll lick it before I kick it.
All righty. And my beer, thanks for
All right, let's crack.
This is
crack it.
not yet.
No.
Oh wait, what's your beer? Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
This is another listener dedicated
I
beer to the
forget that you're
show.
there. It was just me and Lauren.
Another listener dedicated beer show, Mr. Ron Katz, was so kind to get me something called Bearded Skull Mexican Lager made by Broken Bow Brewery that has this amazing skeleton on the front of it, which I figured Halloween episode, we got to go with this for today, yeah?
I'm excited it was that. 'Cause I was either
Absolutely.
that or like a Rosemary's Baby, like something really on theme.
Or pumpkin beer, which is what I really wanted to do, but, shout out to, if somebody's going to give me
No.
beer, I'm going to drink it. Simple as that.
Fair.
All
But
right.
shout out to the guy that got you.
Yeah, but pumpkin beers, everyone's got pumpkin beer. All right, Lauren, release the Kraken with us.
1, 2,
There we go. Cheers, everybody.
cheers.
Delicious.
All right. Well, Laura, I got a lot of questions for you. I want to know, I got two big questions, and you can just go with it. So the first one is, what the hell are you so obsessed about Halloween for, and when did it start? Go.
Oh, it started like way, way back. It started probably when I was like 5 or 6.
But Stephanie, do you know anybody that even remotely cares about Halloween the way Lauren does?
Can't tell if she's thinking or we've just stumped her.
Stephanie? Oh,
Oh,
Jesus. All right. I'm curious to hear more.
I don't totally remember it, obviously being so young, but my parents will tell you we got like Disney Channel around when I was, I think, like 4 or 5, and they always did Halloween really big. It's probably why I also work in television, because we started me way too young.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
I mean, you missed. I've given away all my secrets.
That's okay. Keep going. We only got so much time. Just keep talking, babe.
They like had all this Halloween programming that I've loved. I've always loved dress up. I've always loved junk food. So here's a holiday that celebrates 3 things. And my parents just always went with it when I wanted to celebrate stuff. Like I used to start celebrating it like earlier and earlier. And eventually like October 1st came and I decorate our house, and they encouraged it. But I think
First of all, October 1st is being liberal with that.
No, and that's a rule in this apartment, is that I cannot do anything before October 1st. I get everything out.
That's because of your husband, not because of
Yeah,
you.
not because of me.
Get
I
it?
think it's just generally because I love scary stuff. Like I love haunted houses. And I mean, I've never been in like a real ghost hunters type one where there's actually something creepy that could happen. But I love scary movies. Any scary TV show I will watch. I am thrilled when a movie is so terrifying that I like am begging to sleep with the lights on when I'm done with it.
Why? What is wrong with you?
How much time you get?
I don't why do you like murder so much?
It's actually.
Are you a murderer? I knew it.
Love murder. Like, I don't love true crime. I don't love like real life people in peril stuff, but I genuinely, there is something really fun about like a good jump scare.
All right, well, that brings me to the next thing I want to bring up, because you and I had quite the experience. I guess it was like 3 years ago when we went to an actual haunted house, and that might be the only haunted house that I may have ever been to, or at least in recent memory.
No, I missed that trip because I'm scared of everything.
Well, you came with the wrong bunch of people, because we went with her husband and 2 robots, okay? And the 3 of them,
Alan, who barely survived.
I was actually sore the next day from being so tense walking through this haunted house. Lauren and I had our arms locked together. I was petrified. And the 3 robots, Josh, Co, and her husband Mike, are walking through it like, oh, look, there's a dead guy. Oh, look, how about this?
Mike's on his phone, like literally like Clashing Clans or doing like open face poker, whatever it is he does. Mike Simon could have been anywhere.
Not Mike Simon. He wasn't there. It was Co and Josh. But anyway.
It was Co and Josh, right. Josh,
so first of all, so everyone else doesn't care, but
Josh
you have your butt cheeks punched
Josh
together.
felt the scariest part was me driving us out of the city because it was very trafficy and I was very stressed.
Dad, I did hear that.
So it was not, listen, you've driven with me. I'm a good driver. It was not one of my finer driving experiences. And I will openly admit that I was very stressed. I, like, every moment was simultaneously like, this is the best haunted house ever, but also when is this going to be over? And no one, the actors or whatever, like the zombies, didn't care about our 3 others because Alan and I were so obviously scared that
they went right for us. We had a target. We went down one hallway where, like, I had enough, and I remember looking at Lauren and I said, I don't want to go down there. And the guy's like, come on down and play with us, Alan.
There were times where they like separated you, like one half of your group would go one way and one half would go the other, and Alan and I were a unit, so we'd go, like, they'd immediately be like, you people go the scarier way, and like these 3 just
yes.
Like, oh, who are you calling you people?
You people.
Guys, I got kicked out of a haunted house once.
Go on.
Because I'm scared of everything. I mean, there's something, Lauren invited me to something last year where it was just like the dark. It was around Halloween, but it was just dark and it was like a lantern walk.
Yeah.
But it was going to be dark. And she told me, and I was like, I will not go. And she was like, it's going to be lit. And I'm like, I can't. I know it's around Halloween. So I ended up going to this haunted house. I grew up upstate with a lot of like farms, corn mazes, and stuff like that. So there were a lot of haunted houses. And in high school, my friends wanted to go, and it was just like, you know, you did what your friends wanted you to do. So I went, and I was terrified. And they're not supposed to touch you in haunted houses. Like, that's, I don't know if that's an actual rule or like an
above the belt,
rule.
below the belt. Like, what's the rule there? Any belt?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. Anywhere. They're not supposed to touch you. And somebody touched my hair. And I was like behind. And if you from behind, I can't deal with it. He touched me. And as soon as I turned around, I screamed, "You can't touch me." And I can't touch me.
I mean, depending on what year it was, like, that's a great reference.
Yes. I turned around and slapped him.
Oh, wait, who got kicked out? You or the guy?
No, me.
Oh, yeah.
I slapped him in the face. So that's what happens when you scare me, is I slap you in the face.
Wow. Or also for the gentleman callers of Yolanda Budancona, no grabbing her hair from behind is what I just heard.
No, if I know you're there, it's fine. If you sneak up on me, we're not okay. If I know you're there, go for it.
Gotcha,
100%.
Gotcha. So back to the night that we were at this haunted house. Now, Lauren, I don't know if you remember the actual scariest part of the night, because for you were petrified of clowns, if I remember correctly.
Oh my God. I can't, I mean, if tonight is clown trivia, I would still probably pass, but I would like fail because
it's not clown trivia.
Anything with clowns.
Yeah, I like, of all the scary stuff, I think there was like 8 sections. Clowns do nothing for me.
If you watched Stephen King's It when you were like 9, clowns.
Stop.
What was the one where they come from Mars, like the invader killer clowns?
Clowns from outer space.
That one I saw. Yeah, that one was good. I thought that was good. I think I've seen it, maybe one. I don't know.
It was the first horror movie I ever saw, And I think there was a scene where like did he come out of like a bathroom faucet or something
Yes,
like that, or
and it's
something happened?
terrifying.
Yeah, well that night I heard my faucet dripping. I was like 9 and I was like, this is it, we're done. And I tried to watch almost no scary movies since then.
I mean, I accidentally walked downstairs. It was like after my bedtime, my dad was watching it and I like caught a scene of it. And I think it was the sewer. I think it was the beginning. I think it was the sewer scene.
The
the
sewer.
Hi, Georgie, like that scene.
Why did you have to do that, Lauren?
Nightmares.
Now
But
I'm not going to
actually
fucking
worse.
sleep.
Was around the same time Are You Afraid of the Dark, which was like this 90s Nickelodeon show, which is still legitimately scary. And I know because I just rewatched it with Mike and I still have nightmares. But they have the tale of Laughing in the Dark. It was like the second one they ever aired, and it's about Zebo the Clown. And it scared the ever-loving shit out of me.
I wouldn't read those books or watch the show when I grow up.
Wait, you're talking about Goosebumps? Because I don't know if there was an Are You Afraid of the Dark.
There probably was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
like similar.
okay. Goosebumps book, Are You Afraid of the Dark show.
Correct. Best part of Goosebumps books was the cover.
There's a lot of shit that scares me.
I don't know what the ASMR version of feelings is, tactile sensation, but the Goosebumps covers were awesome.
Yes.
Had that embossed, like,
they know what they're doing.
So, Laura, now
it's the original can art.
The raised version. It is true, though. So, how come cans don't do, like, rib for your pleasure? Just saying, Budweiser, step up your game, right?
Really, the Budweiser.
I mean, if they had, like, a little, like, rib here's.
Yeah, like the way the Goosebumps books
if there was,
were.
Like, a holder?
No, just more like a something to hold on to. Side.
Yeah, or like
Patent
a 3D.
pending.
Okay.
Exactly. So, Lauren, for you,
Call me Budweiser.
The scariest part of that night was the clowns. Now, for me, I actually almost saw a real life death that night. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but that was my scariest part of the night. Now, they have these, I'm going to call them carnies. I grew up as a carny. That's a story for a different day.
Wait, what?
Nope, not happening right now. So as a carny, I feel comfortable calling these people carnies, where they are like the local townspeople who they hire to come work the show or whatever it is. They probably pay them nothing for the night. And one of the guys decides he's going to make some extra money. So he is standing there with basically a solo cup full of live maggots.
I remember this. Oh my God. And outside the corn maze.
Outside the corn maze, and he is standing there, and we are in a line to, I think either to get into the first house or the second one, and there's a chain link fence that's about 4.5 feet tall that keeps us in line, and the guy's just standing there as we're going through on one of the corners, and he turns and he goes, "You want me to eat this?" And I just was like, "Eat what? What's in it?" "Oh my God, those are live maggots." He says it's one for $2, 3 for $5. And I was like, "Oh my God, you're disgusting." Like, no. And we all keep going. And then like a couple minutes later, you see a couple of young girls. They were probably in high school, also a little shorter. You hear one of them do like this screaming like, "Oh my God." And she turns to run away, except the chain link fence catches her right in the neck. And she goes like ass over feet in the air on her back, and I was like, "Oh my God!" She almost like lost her head that night.
Oh my God! You did almost see a murder by fence.
Laura, that's exactly anything I make up there.
No, that is accurate. That is. I forgot about it. I think I blocked it out, but that.
I did not block that out.
So wait, nobody paid him to eat the bugs, though, right?
Yes,
clearly did.
Those girls gave him money.
No,
to eat the bugs.
none of your group.
Oh
did.
hell no! We saw bugs and we were like, "Thank you, next."
No,
they didn't take Venmo. I wasn't giving them anything.
Venmo for bugs.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so Lauren, one more quick question to you because you're so into Halloween. You're not as into the costume aspect of it.
No. I mean, I do. I used to be. I would say like younger, like my costumes would be pretty elaborate, pretty accurate. But yeah, actually the funny thing is like by the time Halloween night comes around, it's fun to have friends over. It's fun to bake. It's fun to play games, whatever. I'm kind of like, not over it, but kind of ready to move on to the next.
You're exhausted by that point. You don't care anymore.
I mean, I think between me and Mike, like I think I've watched probably upwards of 10 or 12 horror movies at this point this month.
10 or 12. Isn't there one per night on FX? And you're not even close.
Yeah, but a lot of them, when you get into like, sorry, franchises, Jeepers Creepers, like 3 and things of that nature, I kind of stick with the originals.
Okay.
Got it.
Laura, my last question for you before we move on to trivia. It was going to be related to that anyway. What is your number one? You only get one. You're going to the electric chair tomorrow, and you have, call it 2 hours. If you need more than that, I can make an exception. You get one.
Two and a half. Some of them are kind of long.
Right, if she needs it. No, 2.5. She's going to pick 1 hour and 12 minutes, knowing her.
You're right. You're right. I know her.
Most of the good ones are between like 90 and 110 minutes. That's like your best running time.
That's sickening that you know.
I will give you 112 minutes in case you need a pee break. You get one movie. Somebody just came down from outer space. What is Halloween? Watch this movie.
Oh God. I mean,
Really? A Halloween episode and you didn't think we were going to ask you?
I know, but I never know I have like 3, so I never know how to pick one.
Oh my God. Fine. You get 3.
You get 3. Fine.
My answer would be, I think I'd have to pick Scream, because if I really look at like when I got into sort of the more like John Carpenter, Wes Craven, like the more adult horror movies, and like moved away from Are You Afraid of the Dark, it was Scream. And it's one of those movies that to me still holds up. I rewatch it like every year and it's still good and I still find something new. If I had to pick 3, Scream, the original Halloween, the 1978, Jamie Lee Curtis, which like obviously rewrote all the rules. And then I would have to pick Blair Witch Project.
Oh, do you know where that was filmed?
Really?
I do, in Maryland.
Randallstown, Maryland.
Yeah. Maryland.
Definitely was. You know what bothers me the most about the first original Scream is how many times I'll say to somebody like, I'll be right back, and they never get it. Never.
How?
It's the most quotable part of that movie.
I know, but how do they not get it? I mean, I know it and I've never seen it.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard.
People are the worst.
People are the worst. All right, Laura.
Matthew Lillard. What happened to him? Where is he?
He was Scooby-Doo. He was Shaggy for a minute.
Oh, I know, but that was Scooby-Doo was years ago.
They just had a new one.
Yeah.
And
I think
it's the Scooby again or not Scooby?
I think it's the voice.
He was.
I think he's the voice of Shaggy. By the way,
yeah.
When I think of the man that's going to marry Stephanie D'Ancona, it's basically Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah, no. Absolutely. 100%.
You also
I'm so excited to meet him.
Like, is that part of the package?
Well, that's part of the deal. I love him, but probably the dog more. I'm okay with that.
Oh, zoink, Steph. Oh, no.
Ready for it. Dirty talk to me.
Oh, Stephanie, your yellow glasses.
For the amount of stuff that Shaggy was on and Shaggy was doing, I don't know how much dirty talk or anything else you're getting from him.
He just applies the words to dirty talk. Zoinks could be used a lot.
Oh my God! If that was like his O face, he was just like zoinks.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Oh my God! Give that boy a Scooby snack. Am I right?
Some Scooby snack. If you zoink it, you get a Scooby snack.
Oh my God! All right.
My family listens to this.
Moving on, Stephanie.
All right. Moving on. We got trivia, but pause here. How much time do we have left?
We're good. We got plenty of time. We have 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. So I have actually a 10-question one because it was really fun when I looked into it. So that's why I wanted to make sure.
Let's go through it.
All right, guys. So we're doing trivia. Obviously, I had to go with Halloween trivia. Now, it's more than our usual 5. I did 10 because when I looked up all this kind of like random facts about Halloween, so many were so interesting that I just went with 10.
The type of thing I will fail. If you were like random facts about the movie Halloween, 10 out of 10. Random facts.
No, it's fine. Half of them are easy, half of them are hard, we'll say.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Oh, there's some movie ones, but not much. All right, are you guys ready? So you're going to write them down, and then we're going to go back. Okay. All right.
Don't we want to go?
1.
All right, go ahead.
Or do you want to go right there?
Whatever.
I don't know how one of you is going to cheat off the other.
I'm honest.
I would like to think it's collaborative trivia.
I'm hoping to stomp your face into the ground, into the graveyard.
All right. It's a pen and a paper one then.
Let's go.
All right. Where did Halloween originate? What country? Ooh. Good thing this is a 10 question one.
Yeah, this is already going south.
All right, number 2. So candy bars are the number 1 treat given out on Halloween. All chocolate candy bars.
Apples with razor blades, number 2.
That's number 2. Number 2, my favorite.
All right, so what's number 3? Yeah.
What is the number 1 candy bar given away on Halloween?
I used to know this. This was like a big.
I mean, you gotta just take a guess. I mean, there's only a couple main ones. I mean, you're not going to say like a Rolo.
That's not a candy bar.
I know, but I couldn't think of a shitty of the Almond Joy.
Almond Joy has nuts. Mounds don't.
You get pissed when you got that. No, Mounds don't. All right, number 3. According to legend, a unibrow, tattoos, and a long middle finger are all signs of what creature?
Say it again.
According to legend, someone with a creature with a unibrow, tattoos, and a long middle finger are all signs of what creature? These are 3 main signs of this creature.
Okay.
All right, number 4. This was the first wrapped penny candy in the United States. Wrapped penny candy. It's a Halloween. This is all Halloween stuff. So it's also something given away at Halloween a lot. Ready for number 5?
Yeah, I'm failing.
All right. Mexico. I'm sorry. That's why I make it 10, because you only have to get 5. Mexico has a holiday similar to Halloween that coincides with Halloween. What is the Spanish name of it? I'll take English for half a point. All right.
Finally got one.
Chicken feed was the original name of what Halloween candy? Chicken feed.
Okay.
F-E-E-D, not feet. Number 7. Before jack-o'-lanterns were made with pumpkins, they were made with this root vegetable.
Oh, God.
So I said root vegetable. That way you weren't like, cucumber.
Okay.
All right. Number 8. The budget for this movie was so low that the mask of the main character was actually a $2 William Shatner mask spray painted. I will take the movie. I will take the character. I will take a guess. I will be liberal with this one, but this is my favorite one.
I actually read that the other day.
Number 9. Where is Transylvania located? Oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. All right, we ready? I'm going to go with the next, and you can tell me if you need any more. Starting in 1950, this humanitarian organization started a fundraising program where kids collected change instead of candy.
Okay, this one I got.
I did this as a child. If you didn't, that means you hate other people.
Yeah.
I guess my local synagogue didn't have anything like that.
It's for Purim.
It doesn't have anything to do with religion. All right. That's my phone, guys. I'm blowing up. All right. Do you need any ones?
No, we have 8 minutes. Let's go.
All right. That's why I fucking asked you. All right. Where did Halloween originate?
So I initially said Mexico, and then we got a later Mexico question. So I said Norway, because I was like, it's All Hallows Eve, Saint something.
I said Austria, like Halloween, Austria. I don't know.
Halloween. It's actually Ireland.
Great.
Okay.
What is the number one candy bar given away on Halloween?
I said Snickers.
I said Hershey's.
Snickers! According to legend, unibrow, tattoos, long middle finger, all signs of what creature?
Troll.
I said a witch.
Sorry. It's a werewolf, actually, which I don't understand.
Interesting.
This candy was the first wrapped penny candy in the United States. Wrapped penny candy. They were also sent overseas to people in the armed forces during one of the world wars.
Oh, send a salami to your boy in the army. It's Katz's pastrami.
That's it! Salami! That's it.
I said Tootsie Roll.
I said... I also said Tootsie Roll then.
No, you didn't. What did you say?
I said Smarties. I don't know.
It is Tootsie Rolls.
Yay.
Wait, Lauren, you got one right already. Did you get any right?
I'm on to 2.
You got 2. All right, that's what I thought so. Mexico has a similar holiday similar to Halloween that coincides with the date. What is the Spanish name?
Dia de
Lauren. Alan?
Yeah, Day of the Dead. We both know Dia de los Muertos.
All right, you don't listen. With the attitude, I'm done with that. Chicken feed is the original name of what candy? Lauren or Alan?
Candy corn.
Think of like chicken feed, like little pellets.
Yeah, candy corn. I hope you want to segue this to that Trump picture that's been going around. Have you seen that? It's fantastic.
I haven't, but
like a DVD extra when that comes out for this.
Like actually, like Google it, Stephanie.
Is it
it's so
him
good.
as the candy corn?
If you take the candy corn and turn it upside down, and it correlates with what Trump looks like, and you put some dots on it, it's fantastic. It's very
awesome.
good.
All right, you both got it.
It's already unappealing. So even though I eat it, so calling it chicken feed like doesn't really help its case.
Yeah, I know. I freaking love candy corn. All right. Before jack-o'-lanterns were made with pumpkins, what root vegetable were they made with? Root vegetable. There aren't 1,000 of them.
I said potatoes.
I said cabbage.
Both of you. It's a no. It's a turnip. Potatoes were used later. Cabbage is some other thing that is used on Halloween for some other ritual. Budget for this horror movie was so low that the mask of the main character was actually a $2 William Shatner mask spray painted, either the movie or the character.
Do I get a bonus point if I give you the year and the star and the producer?
Yes. I mean, I know that you know
1978's Halloween. It was the Michael Myers mask, and the movie was produced by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter, starring Jamie Lee Curtis.
All right, so you get 2 points for that. The rest of the stuff, I don't know. Hey, Alan, what'd you say?
Yeah, I said Mike Myers. I read that online the other day.
All right. Where is Transylvania located? I thought you would know this since you kind of had a Transylvania accent going on, Alan.
I read a whole book about this and cannot tell you, but I guess Siberia.
How?
Nope,
Alan?
You're wrong. It's in Europe. Give me the point.
I mean,
it is.
What? It's in Europe.
Country.
You didn't ask for the country. You said, where is it located? Okay.
Is it really? It's like Russia. Right?
And then I said, where is it located? And I followed it up with which country. I'll give you that point. It is Romania. So I will give Alan that point because I cannot play it back right now. So I don't know. Starting in 1950, this humanitarian organization started a fundraising program where kids collect change instead of candy. What is that organization?
UNICEF.
Yeah, I said
Alan?
Ronald. I said Ronald McDonald. I have no idea.
It is UNICEF.
I mean, in fairness, my
Ding.
company does trick or treat for charity, trick or treat for change. So
Mine doesn't. My company doesn't do anything.
I did. Your boss is a dick.
I work for myself. My company does zero charity.
That's why your boss is a dick. Now, I did as a child, but when I did it, the people always still wanted to give me candy. So it was somewhat against the point. But, all right, so we have a winner, and that is Lauren at 6 out of 10.
Good job, Lauren.
Alan, you've got a nice
4.
Nice 4.
Yeah.
Those were very hard. As I read them off, I'm like,
I liked the challenge, and I liked that it was different.
I wanted, because you know what, I was looking at all this Halloween trivia, and it was just so easy and regular. I'm like, I'm going to go crazy. So sorry if that was hard, but listen, every listener is about to get an edumacation right now.
That is fair. Everyone can go to their Zoom Halloween celebrations or their socially distant Halloween celebrations with a lot of new.
And be like, hey, how about that William Shatner? So that's it. You guys both did amazing. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. All right. Well, as we're wrapping up, Lauren, take us out, babe. What do you want to say to the masses?
I mean, what else is there to say but happy Halloween?
Happy Halloween. Thanks for listening to this episode. We had a great time. Give us a good rating. LoloFelso. Boo. We out.
Boo out.